Hi, this is Camilla Blossom, and I wanted to talk about the rebirth that we are going through, as well as the Earth's rebirth. This is not happening separately, this is happening together. We are at a time of powerful energies from solar flares, from the Earth's Schumann resonance, the heartbeat, the magnetic fields, lots of different energies. If you're an earth empath or sensitive, I'm sure you are feeling this deeply. This is spring, time of Easter, eclipses, and it is a time of this season of the year where we are rebirthing ourselves. We are opening to that energy. But this year, especially, it is extremely powerful. And just a few weeks ago, I was tuning in. I like to tune into my head and my heart and my womb and really ask how everyone's doing, how I'm doing with my intuition and my thoughts. Am I happy there? Am I tuned in and happy in my heart? And what I found was my womb said she wanted to tell me something. She wanted me to know something. And she said, "You're pregnant." And being 64, I knew that was not a physical pregnancy. I've already done that. But it was a pregnancy nonetheless. And it was a reminder to really treat my body well, to slow down, to be conscious of everything I do, of the choices I make, of the food, of the rest. So I've been spending a lot of time these last months on my own, being very, spending a lot of self-care time, just tuning into what my body needs. So you've probably been feeling that too, if you are an earth empath as well, or a sensitive, a light worker, a healer, someone who tunes into the energy. So to recognize that as we go through this massive rebirth, this massive awakening, this massive time of enlightenment, we're going to feel raw. We're going to feel uncomfortable. We're going to feel like too many emotions are going on. We're going to have different ascension symptoms. We're going to have issues with integration, with our nervous system, with burnout. And so these are a lot of things I've been experiencing. And what I'm finding is the more that I can tune into what I need for the health of me in a very discerning way, in a way with clear, honest boundaries, standing up for myself, being really clear about, asking my body, asking my womb, if you're woman's body, or your hara, asking that creation center where all is created from. How are you doing? What do you really need? Do you really need to go and do these things? Do you need to rest? Do you need to drink more water, or whatever it is? And so one of the things that I found very helpful to working with this integration process too is to work with the trees. The trees have the magic and power of being those massive conduits on the earth and connected to the crystalline grid, connected to the ancient tree grid, many of them, even if they're not super old. And what they can do, and what connecting to that crystalline grid and connecting to the trees can do, is allow support and repair and renewal for your nervous system. And your nervous system is that place where your consciousness lives. And this is what we're talking about here, is an awakening of consciousness, right? But I see that as not separate from the body, having our body awareness, having that physical aspect of ourselves and our conscious aspect of ourself very connected and linked and merged. And so to support the process for yourself, You can right now just ask and intend to connect with the crystalline grid of Mother Earth. If you aren't connected, you probably will feel or sense or know, whoa, like something grounded. It's kind of a energetic grounding with the support of the whole earth. And then connecting to a tree, just think about a tree you love, or if there's one nearby, and just ask the tree to help you align your nervous system, help with any kind of stress, overthinking, any kind of energies that are sort of not very coherent. We're just going to ask for alignment, to align with the tree, align with the beautiful energies between the earth and source, the sun, and the sun crystalline grid. So just open up that vertical access. And when you have a strong vertical access, it's like dragon power. There's like ability to stand up for yourself, to speak your truth, to be less affected by people around you and the influences around you. And if you are sensitive or an earth empath, I would say that that's probably an issue. So the more you can see that vertical access of you connecting with heavens, connecting with the earth through the crystalline grid, and then the crystalline grid within your own heart. So those are two, connecting to the crystalline grid, connecting with the trees for your nervous system. And the nervous system, as I said, is where our consciousness lives, but it's also where we carry and feel stress. You know, it's our awareness. It's where we feel chaos, where we feel ungrounded, where we can get into the distorted energy fields. So the more our nervous system can be supported with these kind of exercises. There's also beautiful nervines. A nervine is an herb or a plant that can be made as tea or taken as a tincture. Things like passion flower and skullcap that really calm down and help balance the nervous system. So, yeah, and that important message that I got from my body, and she was telling me today as well, I think for all of us to really slow down and be much more conscious of everything you do, everything, everywhere you are, what you're up to. So really bring great awareness to all your choices, to all you engage in, and really fully be present in that one thing, in that focus, in that moment. And then I want to weave this into the earth. You know, we're here in relationship to the earth. That's really my work here, is to do and to share, is what kind of relationship do you have with the earth? How is that going? How are you nurtured with that? And one message I get over and over, and this is kind of linked into supporting the nervous system as well, but you know, as you connect down into the crystalline grid, or imagine grounding into the earth, also allow yourself to receive from the earth and let the energy come back up and into your body. That beautiful earth energy is what supports you and your physical body. That's the energy that's needed for healing in the physical. And with all these different ascension symptoms and things going on, we really need to call in the healing, those specific energies from the earth, from the plants, from the spirit guides, from the elementals, and from the earth herself. So just as I'm talking, imagine that energy coming up in you and filling you with light. So I want to connect with her spirit right now, the spirit of Gaia, spirit of earth as Gaia. And her rebirth is, you know, activating as a solar star. She is a solar star as well. And so we are being impacted, of course, by the solar flares, and it's affecting our electromagnetic system, right? But recognize that we're working on the surface of the earth here, us humans and this world we're in. But inside the earth is very high frequency. It's crystalline, it's solar, it's beautiful energy. So if you even imagine that beautiful energy coming up from the crystalline solar plasma magic energy rainbows of the earth, and let that flow up from below and into the surface, and then ask for that cosmic beautiful source energy from the sun. So we're kind of we've got a sandwich here, consciousness sandwich, and we're in between and we're being worked on. But the earth rebirth is what we're going through as well. And like we have meridians that flow the energy in our bodies, and sometimes we can feel a little blocked and stuck. And well, the earth has the same. She's got her ley lines, her dragon lines, her meridians, and some places they get blocked too. And she's going through a lifting of her frequency the same way that you are going through a lifting of the frequency. And we are all rebirthing collectively. And so this is really what this ascension is. It's opening to this rebirth and allowing this relationship that we have with the earth be more nurturing, more nourishing, more connected, more communication, more love. And so I invite you to open to deepen your relationship with the earth. How do you connect with her or him or they? How do you connect with this beautiful planet? So I'm just going to ask her a moment and see if there's anything else. I know this time has been kind of rough for a lot of us, earth empaths and sensitives, and it's been even hard to get on or share my newsletters and do these videos because I've just been feeling so much moving through my body. And also sometimes I get really indecisive about things when there's a lot of integration needed. So just, yeah, I support you wherever you're at as well in this process. And yeah, and what I'm seeing from the earth spirit is really to see earth in her health and expansion and colors, like even just imagining her as a solar star, as a crystalline star. It's kind of like water and fire and the sun and a radiant energy and lots of rainbows and lots of elementals and fairies and unicorns and gnomes and plant life and trees and all of these beautiful magical beings that work with us on the earth. And however you visualize that is perfect, but I'm just sharing how I'm seeing it. And for us to see that and recognize this time we're in is a rebirth for all of creation. And so be part of all of creation. Connect with earth, connect with your lands, connect with the trees, connect with the waters, connect with all of life and all of nature. So thank you for joining me. I hope that was helpful. Please share, comment, subscribe. You know what to do. And happy Easter for those who celebrate, and happy rebirth for everyone.